Turkey, Switzerland, thank you for joining me. I just want to take a quick moment to talk about the final group game. Now, I'm sure the temptation is going to be there for you guys to draw the game so that you both are guaranteed of getting out of the group. But I just wanted to remind you both that after we beat the Italians, there's a chance for the winner of your game to go on and top the group. Why are you both laughing? Hey, we might beat Italy. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Wales. It is the final group game of Euro 2020 and, well, we need to beat the Italians, which is going to be easier said than done. They have not conceded a goal yet. We are actually joint top scorers in the group, which probably tells a story about our defense as much as anything. But we've scored as many goals as the Italians. The problem, of course, is that we've conceded 6 and lost both our opening games 2-1. So what do we need to progress? Now, I have checked the rules, and I think this little star thing is making me a little bit nervous here. But I think goal difference and goals scored is the tiebreaker rather than, and that is not where I wanted to go, rather than head-to-head results. So that should mean, and again, I could and probably am wrong, if we win, that means our goal difference will at least go to -1 if we win by a single goal. If one of either Switzerland or Turkey lose, their goal difference will go to -2, even if they lose by 1. And that should mean we're third in the group, and that will then at least give us a chance of progressing as one of the top third place teams. Now, if we look at how everybody else is getting on in the group or in the groups, there's obviously a chance Group B will end. Finland and Russia are not playing each other, so there's a chance hopefully Denmark and Belgium win those games, and that'll mean we've only got to beat 2. The top 4 third place teams go through, so we've only got to beat one other group. So that is obviously a big chance with Russia and Finland having already played. There is a chance in Group C, but Holland is playing North Macedonia, and that's not going to go well, I wouldn't imagine. So I think Group C is one of the ones that will go through. Croatia, their final group game is against Scotland. If Scotland were to win, then there is a chance. Obviously, their goal difference would go to -2, so there would be a chance there. Go on, Scotland. But I think the big chances come in the last 2 groups. Poland is got to play Sweden, and Slovakia has got to play Spain. So a little bit like Group B, if we can have the 2 teams that are already qualified, more or less, if they can both win, well, they haven't actually qualified yet, but if they can both win, then that would be a second group. And as the emergency group, well, let's face it, Germany's not going to lose to Hungary, so that's not really going to work for us. So there is a chance, if we can beat the Italians, we need Scotland to do us a favour, we need Sweden and Spain to win, or we need Denmark and Belgium to win. As long as 2 of those 3 come up and we beat the Italians and Saturn is in line with the moon, there is still a chance we could do this. So let's go and have a look at the team we're sending out for this final group game. There's changes. We've made a change in goal with Denny Ward coming in. Hennessy has not filled me with confidence. Davis, Mepham, and Padu is going to come in and partner him in the centre of our defence. We've dropped Rodden, who's not been particularly good. Nico Williams will continue at right back. Ramsey as the deep-lying playmaker for this one. In comes Morel to replace Levitt in the lineup. He's going to go as a box-to-box midfielder in this one. He's a solid midfielder, so he should be able to do it. It's going to be Brooks as an inverted winger. It's going to be Harry Wilson as the number 10. It's going to be Matondo as an inverted winger on the right. We didn't really have any left-footer to play as a left winger, so that's why we've gone with Rabbi Matondo out there. So we've got 2 guys cutting in, attacking fullbacks, getting forward. Gareth Bale is going to lead the line for us. We've seen so far, haven't we, that Cullen and Roberts have just not been getting goals for us. So we're going to try Gareth Bale. He's tied. He didn't play well last game because he was tied, but we've just got to go for it. Tactically, we're going to be looking for the overlap, so the 2 wingers inverted cutting in, looking for the overlap on the outside, crosses into the box. I'm tempted to play Kiefer Moore anyway, just to get the fullbacks crossing the ball in for Kiefer Moore to head it in, but he's not fit. He's not fit. It's not going to work. Maybe we put him on the bench. We've got absolutely nothing to lose, do we? So let's put him on the bench. Let's put him on the bench we have a lot of defenders there, don't we? So let's put him on the bench for Fox, maybe. There's nothing to lose. All right, let's get out there. And I guess, of course, the other caveat that we need to happen is Switzerland needs to beat Turkey, or Turkey needs to beat Switzerland. If that game is a draw, we're done. We're done, because there will be nothing for us to do. We'll be third in the group even if we win this game. And there's nothing more certain than that happening, is there? We can see the lineup there. If we were hoping that the Italians fielded a weaker team, yeah, I'm going to say they probably haven't done that, looking at the starting 11. What do we say to this? We've got nothing to lose here. Let's get out there. Let's show the world what we've got. We'll point our finger, say we have faith in them to make a difference, and absolutely nobody is listening to a word I've said. All right, and here we go. Hopefully not for the last time with Wales at the Euros, though, realistically speaking, we've dug ourselves one hell of a hole here, haven't we? All right, we've got an early free kick. Wilson knocks it in. It's overhit. Donnarumma is there. And that's not the highlight. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, here we go. Morel gets it forward quickly. Oh, overhit. And Padu is there. It is really difficult. I don't know if you guys have just come in to play a tournament like this. It is actually quite difficult because you don't really get a chance to experiment with players. You've got to pick your squad before you've played a game. So it is quite difficult. Oh no, don't. And Moblay's been scoring for fun in the tournament and he's missed one there. Yeah, so it is more awkward than I sort of anticipated it would be. And I think England, maybe it was hidden a little bit because they have, obviously really good players. Whereas here, it's just not quite gone to plan. The Kiefer Moore injury, I think, really does hurt. I would love to have had him up top. Here we go with Brooks. Back there for Nico Williams, straight to the goalkeeper. But, I mean, we're not out of the game, are we? There's some promising signs there. We need to defend better, obviously. And for a team that's lost 2 games by conceding 3 goals, that's not really a surprise, I don't think, is it? Well, that's not what we wanted, is it? Defensively has been the issue, hasn't it? And I'm wondering, we're just, too slow through ball. We're not playing a high line. I wonder if what we actually need to do is play a low line. We've conceded a few goals like that, haven't we? If they're not from set pieces, it has been sort of our defence getting played through. Bale, can he get to that first? No. And suddenly we need at least 2 goals if we're going to go through here. And, well, it's not looking particularly promising, is it, against the team that hasn't conceded a goal yet in the tournament. Yeah. Can we get to that first? Morel gets it forward. They're playing well all of a sudden, aren't they? That's the second time we've seen a wingback charge up and get beaten. I wonder if what we need to do here is if we go into tactics and just maybe tell them, don't charge out, boys. Just sit in there a little bit and keep the wingers in front of you, please. It's still early days. Obviously, we don't want to concede a second, but we have shown through the tournament we do have goals in us. That's beaten everybody. So, it's maybe not all done yet, but can we score 2 against the Italian defence? That's going to be the big question, isn't it? Let's give them a berating and see if that works. Not at all. Morel's looking anxious. And I do think a little bit too, maybe, look at me, all my excuses. I do wonder a little bit, though, if not having any sort of relationship with the players has hurt a little bit as well, because we've not... I wonder if... throwing a water bottle doesn't really ever work, does it? We've got nothing to... Let's give the fans a performance. Let's try that. Let's pump our fists, say we have faith in them. At least there's some sort of reaction now. Rabbi Matondo's not particularly working. I wonder if we go... how much could we expect to get from Kiefer Moore? 45 minutes is probably too much, isn't it? Let me think for a second here. Okay, so we haven't made any subs, but what we've done is we've switched the front three around. So Matondo is going to go over and play as just a right winger. We're going to use Harry Wilson over on the left, just playing as a left winger. And that means moving Brooks into the middle to play as the number 10. So hopefully that will work for us. I'm wondering, Morel's not had a great game. Do we bring Allen on? Do I still have faith in Levitt? Maybe I do. Maybe we try Levitt as a box-to-box. So we will make one sub and see how that goes. And, yeah, we've got a corner. Can we get ourselves a goal from a set piece? That'd be ironic, wouldn't it? It's knocked down and it's cleared away. And if you'd like to go and try and win the ball back for us there, please, Neko, that'd be good. This is not going to end well, is it? And, yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to come back from 2-0 down. It's been a horribly, horribly disappointing Euros. I mean, this isn't where things have gone wrong. They went wrong in the first two games. That's where we needed to get at least 3 points. And it didn't happen, did it? So, all right, Gareth Bale, you're annoying me. So off you come. Let's get Kiefer Moore on. He's injured. He's unlikely to do anything. He's probably most likely to injure himself further, isn't he? But we'll do it anyway. All right, Tyler Roberts. We'll see how you go as a number 10. Ramsey's having a nightmare. Or let's just get it. Let's just overreact and get everybody off, shall we, so to speak. Joe Allen, sure. It'll be probably a farewell performance from him at international level, won't it? And, well, it's just been horribly disappointing. Let's get rid of this. Just play football. And, yeah, I don't know what to tell them. Italy looks like they've shut up shop. They're 2-0 up. They're not worried anymore, are they? Ben Davies isn't having a great game. Joe Allen, all right, here we go. Now, he's got Matondo with him who's quick. Can we get a goal against Italy? Allen. It'd be nice to get at least a point, wouldn't it? But I don't think even that's happening. Can Harry Wilson win it back for us? Go on, boys. Put the effort in. Ball over the top. Mepham again, done in behind. We've got a throw. You do suspect it's going to end up down the other end. There's the cross in. It's headed away. Dylan Levitt picks it up. There's a nice ball. Oh, Ben Davies has done well to keep it in. Wilson gets the cross in. Matondo, it's blocked. And it'll go down the other end and score. And Padu. He's got Williams. Use him. He does. Can he get a cross in? Back post. It's there. Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson gets another goal. It's 2-1. Let's go very attacking. And you never know. I think we do know, but you never know. Could we have some sort of miracle? It's a good ball in. It's, yeah, maybe I've got my tactics wrong. I've been trying to overplay it. We simplified things and we scored a goal. What do you know? Let's give them some praise. Is there going to be... Oh, and Turkey's won as well. If we had have won the game, we could have got through. Can we get at least a point here? Oh! How was that missed? How was it missed? Mepham lumps it forward. Come on, boys. Davis is a long way. Wilson's nicked it. All right, here we go. Oh. Just a point. We don't want to go out of this group without getting anything. Davis is not quite sure what he's doing. Mepham does well. There's about 20 seconds left in our tournament. Can we at least... Oh, what is that? Tyler Roberts. And that is why I didn't want to play you. That was horrible. That's appropriate way for our tournament to end, isn't it? Tyler Roberts, under absolutely no pressure at all, just running the ball out. Someone who didn't trip over and hurt himself in the process. But that will do it for our tournament. We have fallen to the Italians 2-1. I mean, there's no real shame in that particular result. We didn't do too badly, but yeah, that's, we'll say unlucky for that one. So Turkey 3-0 over Switzerland. If we had won that, and it's a massive if, I know that, but if we had won that game, we would have been sitting in third in the group. So there we go. Italy win Battle of Olympic Stadium. Ward is downhearted after defeat. We're all downhearted after defeat. We have been eliminated from the tournament. I suspect I will be sacked in the morning. But what we'll do now is we'll sim through to the end of the tournament and see exactly how the knockout stages play out. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. I just want to take this opportunity to apologise to the people of Wales. I've embarrassed myself these past few weeks at the tournament in a way that an England manager could only dream of. I thought I could bring success to the country and build off of a very successful Euro 2016 campaign, but clearly I was sadly mistaken on that front. So I'll just show myself out. Okay, so tournament has been finished, and it is France that have won the Euros. I think we might be saying that in a few weeks' time as well. And England was lost in the final, so it wasn't just me that tripped at the final hurdle with England. Southgate did a very, very similar thing. Let's go back and have a quick look how the tournament actually did play out. Now, annoyingly, Switzerland did get through the group. Finland and Russia both fell out, as did Slovakia and Poland. So, frustratingly, had we beaten the Italians or won any of our games, yeah, we would have got through. So there we go. So you can see everybody that went out. It more or less played out as expected. Scotland ended up drawing with Croatia 3-3. So a bit of a stunner there. And Germany did indeed go through at the expense of Hungary. So that would, of course, then bring us to the first knockout round. We can see France extra time. They beat Denmark. Switzerland went through and smashed Portugal when they got there. England beat Ukraine. Germany knocked out the Italians after extra time. Austria knocked out Croatia, a bit of a surprise. Holland knocked out Scotland, a little bit of a revenge, of course, for the England playthrough we did. Belgium, Sweden were beaten by them, and Spain knocked out Turkey. So, surprisingly perhaps, the team that finished third in our group was the only team to get into the quarterfinals. They didn't get much further, though, as you can see. It was Germany that beat Holland. England beat Austria. France on penalties against Switzerland. And Spain absolutely smashing Belgium. Took us to the semi-finals. England after extra time against Germany. That would have been a sweet one for the English. And France after extra time against Spain. And then we can see there the final was France beating England in that final. And it was Edouard that got the goal in the 94th minute. So was that after extra time, did I say? Anyway, that's the French team that played. And we can see there the English team, which looks quite different, actually, to the England team that we fielded, doesn't it? Tomori in the defence. What is he thinking? Anyway, so that is how the Euros played out. Very, very sorry for apologies to the entire Welsh nation. This is the team of the tournament. I'm actually slightly surprised Harry Wilson didn't get on the bench. He had a very, very good tournament for us, but he was essentially the only one. If we go and have a quick look at how our squad did do, can we get just the tournament up? I don't know if we can. But yeah, I thought Harry Wilson did quite well, as would play out there. Denny Ward, maybe we should have been starting with him. Let me know what you think in the comments. What would you have done differently? Or was it just that we weren't quite good enough and we paid the price for some sloppy defending, particularly in that Switzerland game, giving up two set-piece goals. That was always going to be tough to come back from, wasn't it? But anyway, there we go. We are done. We'll be back. We'll have another playthrough. We'll try. Who do we want to do next? We'll probably... I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But there'll be another series starting with another country. Again, if you have your suggestions, let me know. I have a list. I know Scotland, Germany, Poland, I think, has been suggested. Belgium as well. See if we can win anything with that team. So there's a lot of suggestions that I have. But there's a country that sort of keeps popping up. Then, obviously, I'll look to you to play as them more so than maybe somebody else. But, yeah. That's it for Wales. Very, very sorry, and I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe as well, guys. Take care.